we've developed this waste culture in our country where people only, think they should only eat certain parts of an animal. We really need to get back to just utilizing the whole animal. There's nothing that should really go to waste, and people really need to realize that. That's why I do what I do. I'll take the snout, I'll take the tail, and make something delicious with it, and everything in between. There's plenty of products around here seasonally that you can incorporate into your menu and keep it creative and keep it fresh, and really focusing on the bounty we have here in Western New York.
I grew up in a middle-class family, nothing to do with farming whatsoever. A couple of jobs that I had were construction and lumber yards, things like that, through putting myself through college and becoming a teacher. Having this as a side business has been just a fantastic experience for my family. It's awesome to know that we're producing the most nutritious, wholesome food that we can produce. We don't use any hormone or antibiotic or pesticides on the property. It just seems that dovetails so nicely with what's going on with the nation right now, buying local, nose-to-tail movements. It's not just happening here in Western New York, it's across the country, but it's just so great to be a part of that. We have heritage breed pork on pasture. We have been in business for about 7 years now. We are raising heritage breeds that are breeds that were brought over to the country back in the 1800s. When we first bought the farm, it had not been farmed in over 40 years. There was a need to reclaim some of the land. It was very, very thick with poison ivy and different weeds and vegetation. We decided that heritage breed pigs would be a good mix for the property. A smaller animal, easier to work with than beef. Our breeds here are primarily the Gloucestershire Old Spot and the Tamworth Hog. The numbers of the Gloucestershire Old Spot were down to just 2 hogs living in the U.S. in 1996, and right now we have about 300. We produce pork by the half and by the whole. We also do individual cuts and sell pork throughout Western New York in farmers markets, and we also sell pork at a few local restaurants. When you get feedback from awesome chefs like Chef Bruce and Chef Steve, when they're producing prosciuttos and pancettas and they're raving about it, it just gives you just such a great feeling to know that your animals that you took so much time and so much energy to raise ended up in such caring hands that did such a fantastic job with them. It just gives the ultimate respect to the animal and to the process that we're trying to do.